Suppose it's time we play like a real game, maybe? Maybe just a little bit. Shouldn't have done. Could have just left it where it is. Question is, if OBS will cooperate, what game are we gonna play? How about we make a poll? Because I have two options I'm interested in right now. And it will be on you, the viewers, to choose which one gets the gold. So if you're on Twitch, and I don't think I'm streaming this to YouTube, but you should be getting a pop-up. And nobody's voting. Please vote for either Sonic and the Fallen Star or Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. While you do this, we have 2 V-Bucks in Fortnite tonight. Have to wait until after the stream. You don't know what Sonic is? Oh, I should have put Big's Big World on there. Maybe I'm just itchy. Sonic and the Fallen Star does have less reading. Hopefully my controller is charged up and properly functional. I ran a poll and I lost 2 viewers. People hate making decisions. Is that it? Am I getting 1 vote out of 5 viewers? Oh, have I claimed this month's PlayStation Plus? I should, like, make sure with 1 vote, Sonic and the Fallen Star has won. Have I redeemed these yet? I have. I need to make sure I am set up to pay for this month's PlayStation Plus. Hang on. How do I even access this from... Do I have to go onto the website? Probably, right? Payment and subscription. PlayStation Plus. Next payment date is Valentine's Day. Well, it says it's active. I just didn't want it to automatically cancel. Because if it cancels, then I lose all of this. Nope. Since nobody else cared to vote. How about I get this set up for Sonic and the Fallen Star? This is that dumb thing where... Can I edit any of this? did I tell anyone else? I told YouTube, I told Twitch, but did I tell my friend? I didn't. I never hit post. Shit. Where is Sonic and the Fallen Star installed? Like in the games folder, right? Sonic and the Fallen Star 1.1.1. Now, in theory, OBS is already set up to capture audio from this. Might as well double check. I've been wanting to stream this for a long time. In fact, there is a lot of junk in my game list that add correctly. Do I want window capture or do I want full screen capture? Well, we'll do window. We'll do full screen capture. Because that's the safest. Right. Now, do I want to launch this through Steam? Hang on, we need to double check something. USB game control. Sometimes when using this USB hub, it doesn't detect my... Oh, it works. Let's open Sonic and the Fallen Star. Let's bring the music down. Can I do Alt-Enter? I cannot. Keyboard mapping. What? Oh, it doesn't care. It detects my... I have to get to the menu to pop it into full screen, I bet. It's like booting up a real game with all the logos. Full screen on. Whoa. Okay, tell me if this is displaying properly. It's not great. Where's my phone? How, in what way is it not great? We'll see elements from other windows over it. A black box over me. Great. Well, I can't look at chat, in theory. I have to just check my own Twitch stream. Well, I could look at it on my phone, but I already have it open. Wow, that's weird looking. That's mostly correct, sort of. I might have to go ahead and do window capture. Because I don't understand what it's doing. So let's go to technical difficulty. Get rid of display capture. Swap it for window capture. This is a full game. This came out 2 or 3 years ago. People were like really excited for it back then. And I was not in a place where I could play or stream anything like this. Doesn't want a window capture. It's being really picky. It's just showing windows. Wait, there we go. It wasn't being that picky. Problem was more to do with Windows than anything else. Okay, you can go all the way down here. It was being picky because I had it minimized, basically. Now we can go back here. Nope. Thing. There we go.
Word.
Damn it. That's gonna bug me. I need to, like, put in a way for it to detect repeat words really close together, or sounds rather, and then block them from repeating. Anyway, how do I... Wait a minute, do we have like controller binds in here anywhere? Keyboard controls, but I don't think I get to bind anything else. We'll do Sonic the Hedgehog because I'm boring. Here, let's see if this is in the Twitch. It is, holy crap. Yep, just Sonic and Tails. And the thing about like my mustache making nose itchy happens when I talk. So it actually happens a lot when I'm just doing random voiceover too. Yeah, this is like a really cute art style. The impression I remember getting from the trailers is that this is kind of like a fan game for Sonic before the sequel and Sonic after the sequel. Very much takes after that style of presentation. Which is like, I think about that a lot. About how weird it is that we're kind of like starting to get fan games of fan games. And like, it's weird, but it's interesting. I kind of like it. The idea that a fan game could be so prolific that people are like making fan games of it, essentially. And it also just makes me wonder, like, surely that means there's a big untapped market of creators Sega isn't capitalizing on. Like, I know I'll be the first one to tell you that, like, Sonic Mania was a lucky, right? That took many, many years of, like, trust building, and even then, like, Sega kind of considered that to be a gamble, right? They were hiring what they thought were, like, unproven developers to work on their multi-billion-dollar intellectual property. And they were rewarded with that by being one of the most successful Sonic games of the last 30 years. And instead, their response was to create Sonic Superstars, a game that is, I don't want to be too mean to it because it's not deserving of being so mean, but Sonic Superstars could be a lot better in many, many, many aspects. They thought that they could just double down and bring an old member of Sonic Team back to make Sonic Superstars and everything would be alright. And instead they got an incredibly bland game. But then you have Sonic before the sequel, you have Sonic after the sequel, and now you're getting games like this, which are very clearly inspired by those games. Sonic fans are kind of making their own legacy in a sense, and Sega has no idea what to do about it. They need to be a lot more risky about which fans they hire to make Sonic games. Like, get Hez to make a Sonic game, right? He made Sonic Classic 1 and 2. Get this guy to make a Sonic game. Get Lake Feppard to make a Sonic game, right? You want to make Sonic Mania 2? Let Sonic fans get a little weird with it. Let them push the boundaries of what classic Sonic means a little bit. This is still, like, identifiably classic Sonic. You know, it's got very nice pixel art. It's got, I'm talking over a lot of it, but it's got pretty good music. But it's also, like, very clearly not just trying to be the Sega Genesis games again. Whereas that's all Sonic Superstars has going for it, right? It is just trying to be the Genesis games again. Get the people who are working on Sonic Galactic to a Sonic Mania 2. I bet you get something really incredible there. Or like, what is it? Neutralogic Panic? Neutralogic High? There's a Sonic fan game out there that's like super duper hyper stylish. Looks really incredible. That's been in development for like 8 years, you know? They could probably make something really interesting. Get Chaos X to make Project 06 an official project. Now, enough work has been put into Project 06, and it is polished enough. Well, I would pay $20 for that game. Sega needs to stop being so protective. Just like start like a special fandom initiative, right? Create like a special label for small-time experimental Sonic games made by and for Sonic fans. As long as they're not like pornographic or horror games, it's good, right? I don't want a Sonic roguelike. And I played a Sonic roguelike. You weren't here for my Sage streams. There was, forget what it's called now. It might have even just been called Sonic Rogue. And it randomly built like Green Hill Zone levels forever. And it was fine, like it was surprising what it could build. Okay. That's what? Do I have to like hit the fist? Well, it's flashing? Sometimes it flashes on a really small cycle. 20XX? I've never actually played 20XX. I own it. I might even own 30XX now. I don't know, the window on this gets real tight. I have to do this 8 times? 5 times now? Or I'll go ahead and say it. Maybe it's okay if a Sonic boss fight only takes 6 hits. I know it is traditional to do 8. It's fine if we only 6. 3 left. Like, why does that hurt? Doesn't make any sense to me. I am theoretically just landing on my feet over here. Oh, there goes that ring. I've got what? 2 hits left? 1 hit?
Get a load of this!
I'm dead. No, that does not make any sense to me. Where's... Yeah, that boss was going on 3 minutes long. That's... Not a fan of long bosses. If you're making a Sonic game and your boss is longer than 1.5 minutes, you're doing something wrong. Already lost count. And like the timing on that hit where he slams his fist into the ground, where I could hit the fist. Thinking about fists. Like the timing window on how you get through the shockwave and hit the fist is so narrow. I think I've only got like 2 or 3 left. Yeah, there's kind of like a, okay, I get it sense to a boss like this. Hey, give me your Kirby star. Oh? Gonna leave that there, huh? There should be more opportunities to hit the boss. Like, I should be able to... I don't know, bonk into him to make him off-center or something. Connection error. I think I'm still alive, right? Looks like it.
That guy must be desperate.
Like, this is using a lot of Kirby sounds, which is something else that before the sequel and after the sequel did a lot of. The style of cutscene is also very indicative. These aren't complaints. New level, please. Not entirely sure what happened in that cutscene besides the fact that they found the star and then the star went away. Also curious to see if this replicates the problem I had with before the sequel and after the sequel. Because I feel like Lake Fepard makes pretty good games, but his problem is that he kind of burns through ideas, or he used to. He doesn't do this on his more recent games, but at least like back when he was still doing Sonic fan games, he did like a lot of games that were a little light, I guess I'd say. He never like fully developed all of his ideas. Like, he'd get an idea, he'd do something with it, and like it'd feel kind of hollow and not very good, and then he'd just move on to the next idea without like fully developing whatever he was working with. It was very much like a school of good enough game design. And I think Spark the Electric Jester 3 is maybe the first time it felt like he really started to get it right, at least by my standards. I'm just wondering if this game is going to feel like similarly kind of hollow, where ideas just kind of come and go and don't really feel like they teach you anything or build towards anything meaningful. What am I even supposed to be doing here? I mean, I understand I'm supposed to be collecting blue spheres and rings. Do I just have to survive until I get the emerald? That's kind of what it looks like.
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
Is that a little quiet to anyone else? It sounds a little quiet to me. Like the entire soundboard sounds a little quiet. I like those crabs with sunglasses, that's pretty cool. Even though the sunglasses look kind of like they're jittering around on their face a little bit. Kind of Pokemon birds. Do I not have the cool sunglasses? Like where you can modify emotes? Should be able to modify any emote and put sunglasses on it. Used to the way normal Sonic games play. When I really want to spin dash quickly, I usually use like a two-finger method. While I was demonstrating my two-finger method. This is kind of a weird song. Kind of a weird level, too. Where am I going, exactly? I just seem to be getting, like, sprung and launched around in kind of random direction. Not really, like, building up any speed, or... It's not really paced to have very much spectacle. Just seems like I'm going places random. We almost had the Faded Hour fan game. Back when I posted that Tumblr blog, however many years ago, I had somebody asking me, hey, can I remake the Faded Hour? Like, no. So, sorry. Did that not trigger? What is going on? Maybe I have to fill up the meter before we go through all the laps? Maybe the command for running time wasn't actually ever put in. I'll have to double check the database. See what the command actually is at the very least. Hold up. What gives me more time on the clock? So blue spheres feel like they make me run faster. Rings give me more time. So basically, I collect rings. Is the whole thing broken? What is going on? Is this because Sonic and the Fall? No, that was working earlier. What am I talking about? Oh, this is because... Hang on, this might get weird. Oh? Touch portal? Are you not writing to the chat log anymore? Because my touch portal went down briefly. No, it's writing to the chat log correct. What's going on? F2. Yeah, I just had to restart the program for some. Hang on, I can hot fix that real quick. It's in the event log, isn't it? Starts with a command. Then do that, right?
I hope you got your shitting pants on.
Because the annoying thing is, it lets me check for chat messages from everyone, and then it lets me check from administrator, staff, moderator, and broadcaster. it doesn't let me exclude anything. Unless, hang on. Can I do if statement, put this here. If local states, Twitch, if sender is moderator, is not equal to, or chat message sender is
Yeah, that makes sense.
not an admin, is not equal to, or chat message sender is not the broadcaster.
Aren't I done yet?
Ah, I can feel the power welling up inside me.
What else do I need to check for? We have administrator, moderator, staff. Not Twitch, staff.
Boom shakalaka!
Right? Is that it? Is that all of them? Moderator, admin, broadcast, staff member. Right? Yes, that's all of them. Why?
Nice!
That should do it. It should not double up anymore. I don't know what you guys saw during that. But you just see a black screen. Yeah. Maybe you saw my touch portal. I don't know. I think I'm doing window capture. I don't think it matters. Where's my controller? Wait a minute. Yeah? I mean, some people would call that a bad boss. I think that's a normal boss. I think that's fine. I should be able to beat up bosses that fast. Are we broken again? Gosh. What is going on?
Next.
I mean, that worked. The fun part is, it's not actually identifying you as an admin anymore. Here, let's... No? I Hate Birds should work. Let's check the sound alerts. Walking, I hate tunnels, I hate train yards, I hate plan, hate woods, hate stairs. Hate Birds should work. Oh, it's because you're putting the I on there.
I hate birds.
That's why. I tried to keep the commands short. So I figured no I, just hate birds, hate subways, hate tunnels, hate lawyers. This level's kind of stuttery. Wonder if it's got something crazy in it, or if the game is just leaking memory now. Come on, what? That should have worked too. What is going on? I want to make sure I input all these correctly. Treasure. Now. Treasure should work.
Treasures.
Oh, no, that doesn't. Maybe it thinks you triggered it too much and you're on cooldown? It could be that you're on cooldown. I'd have to check the stream bod for that. If you hit a cooldown, like, you'll get a special icon that shows that you've been blocked for like a couple minutes. So I assume I collect blue spheres until I get the speed state, and then I keep the speed state until I get hit. I guess there are mechanics to this special stage. They just feel a little, I don't know, labored. Like, it works. But it feels a little too complicated for its own good, I guess. Actually, you know what? When it was ignoring your messages earlier, I bet that's also because you tripped the cooldown state. If it's tripping that easily, I should probably up the values. Because you're basically the only person using it. And like, that'll be easy to do. I don't have to crack open the source code or anything. I just have to modify like a single value in an INI file. Does taking damage? No. You would think taking damage would reduce the amount of rings I'm supposed to have. Like, it slows me down, sure. I don't know. Some of this just isn't, like, super clear. Okay, I'm gonna up the cooldown. I'm gonna see a black screen for a minute. Soundboard cap will put you... We'll comfortably double it.
You microwaved the baby!
See, you were just on cooldown. If you trigger the cooldown, then the little voice box that appears on screen will, it'll turn gray and it'll show a little red X over it to let you know that that was your last sound alert before you got kicked out. I feel like I've been playing this game forever, and I don't think I'm even done with the first... No, we're on the second one. But this level feels like it's been dragging on forever, and some of that's on me. troubleshooting. But I feel like I've been on this level for like 25 minutes. Yeah, the special stages are really long too. The stuttering's gone. That's something. Where am I supposed to be going? Because if I just go all the way to the right here, it just leads me to this special stage dead end. Do I jump up here? Over here? Right here? That seems like kind of bad level design flow. Making the player stop and have to turn around like that? I don't know about that. And what is that? Bouncing me into an enemy? Like... what? A weird place to put that. Or even just like rings to point me up there. Like, maybe that's their teaching moment, like, you know, hey, there are special stage entrances hidden around the world. So we'll intentionally throw you into a dead end. But there needed to be like a little bit clearer signposting on where the correct route from there was. Now, if you hear any yelling from the living room, let me know. I'm kind of curious to see what this microphone picks up. And I've actually adjusted my microphone settings because I was watching a little bit of my VOD previously of the last stream on Friday. And once again, like, you know, I'm a pretty naturally soft-spoken person. And it was dropping some of what I was saying because I was speaking so softly. Because I do not talk loudly. Look at that cool crab. But I changed my noise gate settings. I changed my volume boosting settings. I should be more audible more of the time. We'll continue to try and get all this dialed in. Yeah, those don't really look like robots, do they? Fresh hell is this going to be? Those boxes hurt me? I'm gonna think so. So I've got to anticipate which
train yards.
Which box has the spring on it, huh? Wait. Oh, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be too hard. What? What? It only scrolls if I'm touching the floor? That's a little weird. Like, I can't, like... I can't, like, jump ahead of time? At least it's easy enough to do this. But to say, the moment they start trying to get tricky with me, I'm not gonna like it. Haha, you gotta jump now. You have to avoid, like, a real obstacle. Ah, that wasn't so bad. That was okay. It was better than that fist boss anyway. But trying to detect when to scroll the camera
dinner.
based on just whether or not Sonic's feet are on the ground is a little... I would just try and detect on whether or not he's above the train at all. What? Nightbot, what? What? Do I have... What? Why did Nightbot say I was the winner? Didn't even spin the roulette, Nightbot. I thought I turned off all the contest commands, both in Stream Elements and Nightbot. But Nightbot kind of has a mind of his own. I don't really understand it. I'll have to check that out later. I've done enough tech support in this stream. Things are mostly working now. What is that? What is that supposed to be? What is this accomplishing? What? This is just back the way I came, isn't it? Yeah. What?
Well
I have like a bounce or something that I can... Maybe my cooldown function is broken. It shouldn't be broken, but like, the whole cooldown system was confusingly programmed anyway. I have to get like a debug view to understand what's going. Until I can get it to work properly, I have now restarted the sound alert thing again. So you should be able to send messages. Unless you just happen to typo it. I could also just like set the cooldown limit impossibly high. And just not deal with cooldowns at all in the software. Because the soundboard I'm patterning this after, I've said this before, someone I know named Fire Mountain has an extremely similar system. I think a friend of hers, Melty Kit, has... They don't have a cooldown system at all. They just rely on Twitch to handle that. So I might be overcomplicating things a bit. About while this does this. Do a soundboard cap of 20,000. That should be nearly impossible to hit. Yeah, that's true. Either way, the soundboard, assuming I have programmed the cooldown function in a way that is mostly functional is now set to an impossibly high limit that in theory nobody will ever trigger. I just set it to 100 times what it was currently set at.
Oh, yes.
This kind of feels like a Freedom Planet level. August Sunday? Only Wednesday. Boards for the Fallen Star. Huh? Just put a grind rail to nothing there? That's... okay. Maybe that train hurts me if I'm down here and I'm not invincible? Yep. That's something else. I'm gonna have to stream one of these Wednesdays. A friend gifted me Freedom Planet 2 when it came out, and I never played it. I was gonna play it around launch, around when I was gifted it. I just kind of never got around to it. Because things get hectic in my life sometimes. I have ADHD, so I forget about things really easily. Sidetracked really easily. As you might have been able to tell by the fact that I have spent a significant portion of this stream pausing everything to do tech support. I can be pretty good sometimes about identifying when I am hyper-focusing on something, but I'm not always that good. These bosses getting easier. Again, that's not necessarily a complaint.
No way! I can't believe this!
But also, I feel like I've done way more than 8 hits to this guy already. That felt like at least 10 or 12. But a boss that goes quickly like that, I'm all for it. I love it. That's what a Sonic boss is to me. That right there. Did the star break into shards? Did I like streamer brain that and not pay attention? That would be a good boss fight. Reading for those not paying attention, we need a boss fight where he just shows up in a pink robe and fuzzy slippers and sends a machine that dies in one hit, and then he just walks away with no real reaction. Like, that would be cool. Kind of like that Indiana Jones moment in Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? Where the guy comes out and he's swinging his sword. He just kind of goes bang and he dies. That'd be fun. Galactic relics from the stars, Chaos Emeralds, landing location. Like this funky beat. Yeah, like Harrison Ford had like dysentery or something that day, right? So they'd spent months rehearsing this fight scene. And instead he just goes, oh man, bang. I don't want to do this big sword fight. Oh, also, since last stream, I have identified why my OBS was using so much CPU. It's because when I switched over to the Restream.io system that pushes out to both Twitch and YouTube, for some reason that reset a bunch of encoder settings, which put me on like a very high profile, high CPU usage output method that was, you know, eating up 30, 40, 50, even 60% of my CPU cycles. So when I switched everything back to just Twitch again, it was a lot easier. I was able to like re-enable the rendering setting that makes it take up a lot less CPU. Is now doing all the rendering and coding on my graphics card.
I hate the water.
Yes? Do I? Okay. Looking up all of Francis's lines about what he hates, the reason I wanted to look it up was for I hate the water, because I had thought about doing a redeem. There's a lot of people that do redeem, like remind streamers to hydrate. I thought about just clipping out him saying water. But instead I decided I need all of his I hate clips. But I wanted Francis to just say water. That looked like a boost thing. But those are supposed to like make me go faster, not the ramps, but these things. They're not really juicing my speed very much.
Running time!
I'm assuming I need to have more speed to go over one of those ramps. But that's tough. That's like a big skill check. But considering how easy the past special stages are, maybe that's fine. Also, I just realized something. You know that Goofy soundboard clip I added where he says, "Don't give up"? That was actually, for a brief time, I was considering making that one of my Twitch emotes. Just text that said, "Don't give up." Because that's how much I think about that specific quote from... It's kind of a weird boss. Like, yeah? The water hurts me now? I can't reach the boss anymore? Oh, my PlayStation 5 just turned. That was weird. 7 o'clock? I have to think about dinner here in a minute. I'm not that hungry. Of course, those are always the famous last words. I start talking about food. Even if I say I'm not hungry, then about 5 minutes, I'm like, man, I'm hungry. water too around here some. Or I did. I made coffee with it. Yeah, there's barely any water in here. You just fill up empty little Pepsi bottles. Controller. So far, I'm what, 3 or 4, maybe 5 levels into this. Or zones, rather. It's alright. It's not, like, super outstanding, but it's fine. It's good enough. I am enjoying my time with it, I think. I don't want to be, like, rude to it, but I can kind of see why it maybe came and went a little quietly. Because, like, it's fine. It's good to have a finished Sonic fan game. I know how hard it can be to finish a game sometimes. So I get it. And especially now, I feel like in a post-Sonic Mania world, it's really hard to make a classic Sonic game stand out. We were about that earlier. But I like the art. I like the music. I'm not entirely 100% sure what's going on in the story, but that's also because I'm streaming, I'm looking at chat, I'm debugging my own software while I play. I get enough of the gist. Some kind of star fell to Sonic's planet, and I guess it got shattered into a bunch of little pieces, and now they're racing to collect them all. It doesn't really have to be more complicated than that. That's fine. But this could use maybe a little more something. A third playable character, or level designs that are maybe a little more creative, I guess? A little more interesting, a little more clear on whether I'm going in the right direction or not. But we'll call this like a solid C+, maybe even a B. Well, you say that. You don't know about Sonic Galactic. Sonic Galactic does, in fact, have a fourth playable character, and it's a mole. Not a star nose mole. Just a regular mole, I think. I'm so used to Fire Mountain's soundboard. She has that yay sound on hers. I thought that was my soundboard for a moment there. But I use a completely different yay sound. Bit of Fatty Whale. Star-nosed moles aren't horrifying. They're kind of cute. Wow. 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 Come on. Thank you. Please, sir. Allow me to strike you at your weakest point. What am I supposed to do? I mean, I know what I'm supposed to do, but feels like this pattern is specifically timed
I hate the water.
to make it impossible to hit him. Like, this is not a hard attack pattern, it's just kind of just getting lucky and being in the right place at the right time.
I got Bowser on the ropes.
So you gotta figure what, I'm in the back half of the game now? Probably figure 6, maybe 7 zones. Got a snow level coming up, I guess. I mean, I guess if you're committed to doing a cutscene after every single level, sometimes you just gotta do something.
Oh my God, I hate Canada so much.
I don't think this is Canada. Does Canada exist in the Sonic universe? Sound off in the comments. And if it doesn't, what is the nearest Sonic zone that matches Canada that is not this zone? Maybe like White Park from Sonic 4 Episode 2? That was weird. But like, surely White Park like thaws out at some point, right? Like, there's no way that zone is just snow all the time, all year round, right? Why is it called White Park? Is it for white people? Did Dr. Eggman build a segregationist theme park? Does Dr. Eggman seem like the kind of guy who would actually do that? In theory, Eggman is a feminist. In theory. Man, I really like this invincibility music. Eggman's terror is heavily funded by tourism, which makes you wonder why he keeps going back to Eggman Land if he's already raking in that kind of cash. It's about the principle of the matter, right? Like, that's what he even says in Sonic Unleashed. Because there's a moment where, like, he can kill Sonic if he wants to. And Orbot's like, hey boss, why aren't you just like doing the easy thing? Eggman's like, because I want to have fun. Like, There's no fun in this for me if I can't, like, challenge myself. He's kind of a psychopath. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching Fire Mountain, not to bring her up again. She's been streaming all of the classic Mega Man games. I'm a little hot and cold on classic Mega Man, personally. I think they're alright games, but they can be a little tedious. And there are, like, specific sticking points in classic Mega Man I'm not a fan of. But it's really funny to, like, look back on those games and see, like, all the weird things Dr. Wily tries, right? Like, even by Mega Man 2, he's like, oh, I'm secretly an alien, and it turns out to be a hologram. And then there's, like, the whole Dr. Cossack thing, right? Where he pretends to be, like, a Russian guy. I forget what his gimmick is in Mega Man 3. I feel like there's some kind of, like... Oh, wait, that's the one where, like, you beat the final Wily boss, and it turns out, oh, it was a robot. You didn't beat the real Wily, and then you have, like, an extra Wily stage. Right? That's like Mega Man 3. I literally just watched this game last night. I'm struggling to remember it. Yesterday was kind of a weird day for me. Yesterday seemed like a weird day for everyone, to be honest. Like, a bunch of people I knew yesterday kind of had, like, brain farts. Nobody could think. It was like universal brain fog. I don't really know how to explain it. Look at that little cute penguin guy. That's a good sprite. This kind of reminds me of White Park in a way. So why does that hurt me? The other flashy yellow floors have been like trampolines. That one damages me. Doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, this is like some kind of like theme park or transit station in a snowy wonderland. It looks like a theme park, but there's like trains and stuff in the background.
I hate train yards.
And that was another thing that was coming up on her stream a lot last night, is favorite Mega Man game. A lot of people say Mega Man 2, and I'm inclined to agree. And like, there was discussion on why that might be. Like, why do people like Mega Man 2 so much? And the running theory is that because Mega Man 2 gives you Metal Blade, and people like to have Metal Blade carry them through the entire game, right? And I don't disagree with that. I really like Metal Blade. Part of what I find so tedious about classic Mega Man is having to, like, experiment with different weaknesses, and, you know, it takes all this time. You have to, like, deliberately take damage and fail on purpose and experiment in ways that just take a long time and, like, personally feel kind of demoralizing. And that's what I don't like about classic Mega Man. And then you get the Mega Man 2, and it gives you the Metal Blade, and the Metal Blade is like, everything in that game is weak to Metal Blade. Like, Mega Man 2 is the Metal Blade game, effectively. And that's cool, I like that. Less work for me, you know? And yeah, Mega Man 2 has also, like, the coolest Robot Master. I mean, there's cool ones in later games too, but you know, there's also a lot of stinkers in later games. Like Hardman kind of sucks. Needleman is kind of so-so. If you subscribe to the idea that robot masters are like service robots that get turned evil, what even is a Gemini Man? Right? But like Snake Man's pretty cool. Skull Man's pretty cool. Shadow Man, pretty cool. Tengu Man, pretty cool. But Mega Man 2, like, you know, you've got Heat Man, you've got Crash Man, Metal Man, Quick Man. Is like this killer row of just really cool robot masters. And Zoomfondle in the chat says, some of them are so esoteric, like how the hell do I even begin to guess what this guy's weakness is? Alright, Goop Man is weak to Rubber Man. I've always liked, I think it's Mega Man 10. They tried to explain all the Robot Master weaknesses. And the one that always sticks out to me is the B. Was like Honey Man, Wasp Man, Sting Man, I don't know. He's weak to the Trident weapon from Splash Woman. And the explanation there is that it's really hard to... Maybe I have it backwards. Maybe Splash Woman is weak to the B guy. But the reason given is that it's really hard to hit bees with a trident. That's the entire justification for why Splash Woman is good against the bee guy. It's like, yeah, sure, I guess that makes sense. I just back in Press Garden again? Kind of what this feels like. Not complaining, Press Garden is a pretty good level. This song's kind of a jam. Yeah? You're not gonna send me any higher than that? There's also like a nostalgia factor to consider for Mega Man games, I think. Like you said, Mega Man 3 was your favorite one because it was your first one. At that. I don't remember what my first classic Mega Man game was. I just remember seeing a classic Mega Man game being played at a friend's house once when I was like 11. And that's all I remember. Just, oh yeah, there's a Mega Man game, and that's all I remember. Could have been Mega Man 2, could have been Mega Man 3, could have been Mega Man 4. So realistically, you could probably narrow it down. This would have been like 1992. So it's probably not 5, it's probably not 6. I have the most nostalgia for Mega Man 8. Because that is the only classic Mega Man game I actually own. Or it used to be. And I mainly like Mega Man 8 because I think about the soundtrack a lot. Mega Man 8 has a really good soundtrack. Like, kind of like an all-timer. And obviously, you know, it has that English dub. I'm not sure the game itself plays super well. Yeah, Mega Man 8 is as charming as Mega Man 7 is ugly. Like, I don't know if Mega Man 8 plays super well, but it's got a lot of personality. And it's back when Capcom was pouring a lot of budget into Mega Man games. Back when they were paying for like, you know, 10, 15 minutes of full motion animation for a Mega Man game, and everything was fully voiced, in English even. That and Mega Man X4, they never made them that good ever again. Or at least they never made them that high budget. But recently, this last Christmas, I was actually gifted Mega Man 11 on Steam. And that has like enough difficulty options and things like that. I actually really enjoy it. I never actually finished it though, because I didn't want to beat the entire game in a single sitting. I think if you saw on my last stream, I own Mega Man 9 and 10 on Xbox Live Arcade. Could play one of those someday. Though I hear Mega Man 10 is like kind of mean in terms of difficulty. Like even by Mega Man standards, it's kind of mean. So I don't know. My opinion on classic Mega Man games is that I like Mega Man 2 the most out of the NES game. But I also haven't played very much of 4, 5, or 6. And I wish Mega Man 2 had the slide and the charge buster. That's all I want. If I could have a version of Mega Man 2 with sliding and charging, it would be one of my favorite Mega Man games. Or more so. Then if it got rid of that stupid Crash Bomb puzzle at the end of the game, the one where you need to like micromanage your shots to the individual energy pip. If you go into that segment without enough energy, you're just kind of screwed. And you have to like suicide and in some cases even like force yourself to get a game over because you need to recharge your weapon energy. Like, that sucks. Apparently Mega Man 2 was only made in like 3 months. Kind of wild. A lot of those NES games are kind of wild if you like listen to the development histories of them. Apparently they didn't actually sell that well, which seems crazy to me given that Capcom made so many of them. Mega Man really felt like a huge cash cow for them, and apparently it actually wasn't. It sold just well enough that they kept making more, but it did not sell so well that like that it was like a big success for them, I guess. It was a workhorse franchise, let's say. Yeah, I guess Castlevania would be kind of a failure in Japan, wouldn't it? Well, I don't know, I feel like Castlevania might have bounced back once they started leaning on pretty anime boys, right? Alucard and Soma and what have you. Maybe that's me being slightly racist. I'd be willing to accept that. I'm probably ignorant in that way. Howdy. Welcome to the stream. We've reached the point of the stream where I'm not talking about the game anymore. I've been talking about Mega Man for the last 15 minutes. As a friend of mine, well, I hesitate to call her a friend because I feel like I'm way too quick to call people friends. But someone I know, another streamer I know, has been streaming classic Mega Man games, and I have opinions about it. Sonic the Fallen Star is fine. Mega Man 11 was pretty neat. I still need to finish it. I'm like 1 or 2 Robot Masters away from the final boss in that game. And part of the reason I like Mega Man 11 because it has so many difficulty options. I can make it a little more forgiving without it feeling like it's patronizing me, which is a problem that other Mega Man games have had. Like, the Mega Man Zero games have an easy mode option. Like, it's so easy, it's kind of insulting. Mega Man 11. Mega Man 11 has a setting for difficulty that I would describe as being just right. I think there's like 5 or 6 difficulty options, ranging from like slightly hard, very hard, normal, easier normal, and then easy mode. And I forget, I'm either on normal or I'm on the slightly easier normal mode.
Oh, bravado.
And it makes for a chill time that I enjoy. Because there are still moments every now and then where Mega Man 11 will actually, you know, it still has like insta-kill spikes and things like that. Or it will like skill check you out of nowhere. It just means I'm not like wasting time so much dying and dying and dying to a Robot Master. I can actually like clutch out a Buster only kill if it comes to it.
Worthless consumer models.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that's like to read this for the stream, because again, I'm trying to read messages out loud more often. Successful streamers do that more. I'm really bad about reading messages out. Fat Scout says, modern Capcom is in a strange position nowadays, where they are not as we are only making games that cost $1 million pilled as some publishers, but they still seem kind of unwilling to do stuff that doesn't meet a certain budget threshold. And like, yeah, that's like a big problem with a lot of game development nowadays, right? Like, this was something I was talking about earlier with Sonic games and Sega being kind of unwilling to take the risk of hiring more fans to kind of make official fan games, right? Like, if they hired the person who made Sonic and the Fallen Star, they'd probably get a product that's at least as good as Sonic Superstars, and probably for like a fraction of the cost. But a lot of these places only want to invest in really big, important hits. And, you know, Capcom is still giving us games like Mega Man 11, but they could be doing like more Bionic Commando games. They could be doing more Captain Commando games. They did that weird looking Ghouls and Ghosts game like 5 years ago that nobody remembers. We could be getting more of those. A lot of these companies are sitting on all this money and they could be just like, I mean, maybe that's the reason. Maybe they don't want to flood the market with like constant fan games, I guess, right? If Sega suddenly went from, excuse me, from 1 or 2 Sonic games a year to 5 or 10 Sonic games a year, because they're hiring fans to publish official fan games, that could be a problem. That could lead to like market oversaturation or whatever. I don't know. Like, let's talk Electronic Arts, right? Electronic Arts barely even puts out one game a year. They put out Madden, they put out FIFA, those are their annual series. that they always release every year. But beyond that, it'll be like 2 or 3 years between a Jedi Survivor or a Mass Effect, or I don't even know what they have on the slate right now. It's like Battlefield or something, right? It feels like EA releases one game every 4 years. They could be employing fans to make like a new Crusader No Remorse game. There are so many franchises that EA is sitting on that it's kind of ridiculous. And there are very talented indie developers making games of, say, this quality, or you think about something like Sulaco, which is a Doom mod that just came out for sale like last year, and it's this like incredible masterpiece of Doom modding where it's like an immersive sim, like a Deus Ex or something, but it was made in Doom, and it's this like total super labor of love kind of thing. They could be getting people like that to make a new Crusader or a Syndicate, or give them the Spore technology. I don't know. EA is probably sitting on 200 or 300 franchises they're not doing anything with, because they just want to make another Star Wars game. They want to make another Battlefield game. They want to make another Madden. And it's just, it's kind of insane. The amount of waste that is happening. It is now Poltergeist's chance to shine. And it's risk aversion too, right? Because like, if they gamble wrong and they give, let's say, the Poltergeist IP to someone who makes a terrible game, then that could look like a problem to investors or whatever. I don't know. There's gotta be a world where spending $100,000 on a new Poltergeist game doesn't matter if it fails. But if it succeeds, then it could be a big deal, right? They could, like, make someone's entire career for 1% of their total yearly earnings. Or let's talk about Epic Games and the Unreal Tournament franchise. Epic tried to do a new Unreal Tournament game, but updates were slow. They were trying to rely on the community to make maps and assets and everything for that, but like what they provided was so bare bones that there was basically nothing to do with it. But if they started like paying fans like a livable wage to make maps and guns and character skins for that, then we'd have a new Unreal Tournament game. We'd have a lot of Unreal Tournament, right? We'd have a new Unreal single-player campaign if they authorized it. If they're not doing anything with these franchises, there's no reason for them to be so protective of them anymore. Because at that point, the fans are the only thing keeping these things alive anymore. But with Unreal Tournament specifically, I assume it's like, oh, well, we can't like monetize it with like a Fortnite model. We want to do like a skin shop where we could update it every day. We could have daily quests and FOMO and all this other garbage. And it's like, you're making games for the wrong reasons, my guy. Andrew Wilson looks like a robot. Or like a vampire. Like, I'm sorry. I try not to be like mean about people's appearances, but something about that guy in particular. His hair is too perfect. His suits are too perfect. He does not look cute. Looks like he was grown in a lab. He has no personality. Is this gonna be another boss where I have to hit the hands? Serious. What am I doing here? Great.
Mephiles, I won't let you escape.
I don't think he's here, Shadow. This boss has the potential to be awful. Why do we need the bumper? What is that accomplishing for me? Or for Eggman, for that matter? Well, for Eggman, it's preventing me from hitting him, but how does that make this boss more fun? Has Tim Sweeney been talking about the metaverse that long? I thought it was just like a Ready Player One. Kind of like, oh, metaverse, man. The Iron Giant driving the Back to the Future DeLorean while they fight Metal Godzilla. Hey, this boss sucks. The other thing worth noting about UT4 is that in retrospect, based on a lot of stuff Tim Sweeney said back then and what's happened since, that it was supposed to be a backdoor way to make the metaverse, but Fortnite has now taken that role. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Like I said, a lot of Unreal Tournament 4 was supposed to be like community driven. They wanted community members, fans of the game, to be making the maps, making the player models, making mods for it, weapons, things like that. And to Any Prophet's point, which is these guys weren't paying attention when they were reading Snow Crash, they were probably paying attention when they were reading Snow Crash. They just got to the point where their brains went, hey, we could make a lot of money on this, and they stopped reading the book there. They read a book that said, hey, this Torment Nexus thing is a great idea. And they didn't read why the Torment Nexus is a bad idea. So is this game almost over? It feels like it's almost over. It's kind of starting to go in one ear and out the other. For all I know, that could have been the final boss. Yeah, Fortnite is chasing Roblox now. A friend and I, Zoom Fondle here in the chat, we talk about this one guy, this YouTube creator called PlayStation Grenade. He used to do like all these Fortnite breakdown videos for every patch, because he used to like really care about like the Fortnite lore and what was happening on the map, and he kind of got burnt out on it. And he's one of these like million plus subscribers, I think he has a million, where like he tries to be positive all the time. He tries to like not be disparaging or anything like that. And across the last year, maybe year and a half, he's been slowly becoming so fed up with Fortnite, he's not really hiding it anymore. And he very specifically put out a video recently about live service games and why they die so early. But like he focuses on like multiverses dying so early, talking about how like expensive the game is and like how weird the balance was And then he gets to talking about Fortnite. And if you don't know, Fortnite relaunched a little over a year ago with its latest effort to become the metaverse, to become Roblox, where Fortnite became a launcher for other game types. So you have Fortnite Festival, which is like Rock Band. You have Rocket Racing, which is a racing game by Psyonix, the Rocket League developers. They've got Lego in there making like a Minecraft sort of mode called, now it's called Lego Fortnite Odyssey. And they've tried to get other epic properties in there, like they tried to get like a Fall Guys mode in there. More recently, this last January, they launched another new Lego mode called Lego Brick Life, which is kind of like Animal Crossing mixed with like a GTA role-playing server. It's very weird. And they launched Fortnite Ballistic, which can be primarily described like if Fortnite was Counter-Strike. And both Brick Life and Ballistic failed immediately. The player numbers are like... The popular Fortnite modes have like hundreds of thousands of players. Ballistic and Brick Life are like lucky to have like 2,000 playing at any given time. I think some of them, like maybe Brick Life, even dips below 1,000 players, which for Fortnite player numbers means like it is like super dead. Nobody's playing these new modes. So this PlayStation Grenade guy is talking about these new modes, and he's talking about how Rocket Racing was a failure, because that's another one of those modes that only has like maybe a couple thousand players tops. And he actually, like, for the first time since I've been watching him, he actually like spoke up and was like, yeah, dude, I don't know what Epic is doing with Fortnite, but it sucks and I hate it. It was like, it was kind of validating to hear like this super positive guy open up and be like, yeah, Epic's kind of fucking up right now. Because they are. I don't really understand how any of this is supposed to make Fortnite better. But in terms of like turning Fortnite into the forever game that never dies, that continues to live on even after Epic stops caring about it, I guess that's the ultimate goal. Is to just have a machine that prints money indefinitely. A perpetual motion machine. Fortnite Festival has not really taken off, no. I mean, it's fine. It's probably the one that plays the best out of all these modes. Because again, it's just Rock Band. Like 1-to-1, like it's not different at all. It is literally just Rock Band. But even that, like you'll look at it and it'll have like 10% of the players as Battle Royale. There are days where there are under 10,000 people playing Fortnite Festival. Like, actually, hang on. I'm gonna dare let myself get distracted momentarily. I will boot up Fortnite on my PS4. I looked at the monitor like it was my camera. I will read you the player numbers out live on stream. I like the way Rocket Racing plays, but it's got a lot of problems. Rocket Racing would be so much better with like faster loading times, with like a podium to show off your skin and do emotes. Like, imagine that. Rocket Racing is in a mode where like your cosmetics barely matter, where you can't do emotes. Like it's weird. They bungled that mode so hard. It had potential. Like, that was another thing this PlayStation Grenade guy went over, was that like people wanted to play Rocket Racing, people wanted to play Ballistic. The numbers when those modes launched were like 250,000 people, right? They had really high player numbers at the start, and then people discovered that the modes weren't what they were looking for, and those player numbers disappeared. Like, Ballistic only has one map. That's it. It is Counter-Strike with one map. And a bunch of kids that don't know how to play Counter-Strike. It's weird that LEGO Odyssey would have decent loading times considering how big the map is. I don't understand why Rocket Racing takes so long to switch between maps. Even on PS5, it's like 2 or 3 minutes between races. Just looking at loading screens and menus, and it's a mess. Okay. What? Huh? This is maybe the most incoherent boss in this entire game. Okay, let's look at Fortnite player numbers. Actually, let's pause this. I'll show it live on stream. This. Did I? No. Re-enable my video capture device, please. So I'm kind of blocking some of these down here. We have Ranked Reload at the top and Battle Royale. There's about, between Ranked Reload, Battle Royale, and OG Season 2, we have about 400,000 people playing the main Fortnite modes. Then for LEGO Fortnite Odyssey, we have about 30,000 people. And then for the Fortnite Festival main stage, that's the Rock Band mode, we have about 15,000 people. So we're talking like 400,000 for the main 3 modes, and then 13,000 for Rock Band. That's bad. And then, like I said, you'd see down here Brick Life, barely even 3,500 players. 10,000 players are playing Ranked Ballistic, but then you come down here to Unranked Ballistic, and not even 2,000 people are. We have the stupid jam stage. Like, the thing that gets me, I'm almost covering up Save the World right here. That's the mode a friend and I play, Zoom Fondle, because we get free currency from Save the World a lot. That is the original Fortnite mode. That was the mode that launched in 2016 or whatever. That's like the single player, it's like co-op story mode campaign where you're fighting zombies and it's like tower defense. That is what Fortnite originally launched as. And it's kind of treated like the black sheep of the Fortnite family. Like, it doesn't get a lot of support. It doesn't get a lot of updates. It just kind of exists as like this dead weight for the game because everybody focuses on Battle Royale. But now you look at all these new modes that Epic has launched for Fortnite, Brick Life, Festival, Ballistic, and the black sheep is pulling in higher player numbers than the new modes that Epic is pouring all of this money and resources into. I would believe Save the World was giving you hand problems. That is not a super easy game to play. Like, I mentioned this, I did a review podcast for Save the World 2 or 3 years ago. And it took me like 9 months to a year to learn how to play Save the World because of all the weird pretzel motions you have to do for all like the menus and sub-menus and just all the weird things in Save the World. you have to like memorize and learn a lot. And it's just really complex. It's very funny to me to see that only one person is playing this terrible Breaking Bread game that I was trying last night. It's one of those, it's like a cookie clicker. If you've ever, most of you haven't really dabbled in Fortnite's creative mode. But there are a lot of idle games on here, like Lumberjack Heroes, a lot of tycoon games. It's games designed to waste your time. I think they even have like a whole subcategory just for tycoon. Yeah, tycoon. These are all just like cookie clicker type things where you're just watching numbers to go up, to watch numbers go up, to watch numbers go up. That's all these exist for. Just grind out levels forever. But I'm not here to criticize. Go back to Sonic and the Fallen Star. Close my video capture. It's just, it's very strange. Was I not supposed to pause it there? Did I just soft lock the game? I still have the OBS error up, yes. I think I soft locked the game. I don't think I was supposed to pause it there, because I think this is supposed to do something. This is like a teleporter module or something. Did that? Did that not trigger? Over cooldown? It played? I didn't hear it. It must just be really quiet. Alright, yeah, no, I hear it. Yeah, that's very quiet for me. Almost inaudible for me. Right, this weird boss. Hopefully it wasn't like a fluke that it was so easy last time. Yeah, no, it doesn't do the text or the posterization. That would have to be a channel points redeem. Make it a little more expensive. Yeah, I shouldn't have paused it where I did. The fort. Batman is back in the shop. His weird martial arts emote. He's the only thing new in the shop today. Sorry, I'm disrespecting this plot. They're cute sprites. But I assume it's just more, oh, there's a shard piece, we gotta go get it. Let's go into space. This is kind of cool. Not really sure about this enemy design. Can't really tell what it's trying to be. Maybe that's the point. Maybe Eggman is tapping into the alien energy of the Star Pea. He's making alien-style robots. That kind of look like dark matter from Kirby a little bit. That would actually be kind of cool. It'd be funny if like this game ends with an official appearance by Kirby in the end. For how much of this game is like borrowing sound effects from Kirby games. If it was just like, yeah, actually I just wanted to make a cool Kirby crossover game. And he doesn't show up until after the final boss. I think that'd be funny. Hopefully you don't hear my roommate's TV, which is incredibly loud right now. Not entirely sure why she's listening to it that loud. Yeah, this microphone's pretty good. I'm surprised how good the noise canceling on this microphone is. And even if it was coming through, I have a noise gate set up. Like I said, I was trying to get that dialed in. Because it was actually like cutting out my speech. You couldn't actually hear me because I had it set too aggressively. So I boosted the gain and I made the noise gate open up a little more. I will say this level needs a lot of work. This whole game needs a lot of work. Unlike level flow, I say as I get like stuck in a weird dead end. I have to double back again. Get off the Fortnite shop. It's just gonna update every few seconds. Distract me. It's like, this is a fun idea for a level. It probably still cuts me out a little bit here and there. I am a soft-spoken man. Oh, I didn't touch that checkpoint. But it's one of those things where I don't want to like turn up the noise gate too much and have it become a problem. So I'll just keep inching it up little bit by little bit. Until I don't have to inch it up anymore. Yes. What am I supposed to be doing to this boss? Are you serious? Do I just have to keep hitting it enough and then eventually it'll open up, or what? I don't understand. Like, this form doesn't seem... Well, now it is, but like I was jumping through it before. Like, look at that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Do I just keep... That boss didn't make any sense. I did not understand those mechanics at all.
He died somehow.
That's rude. That's rude. Great visual design in this game, though, I'll tell you that. Being able to see the core back there, that looks really cool. So again, it's a little confusing, like, this is me. You know, I streamer brained a cutscene at some point. I don't understand why I'm collecting star pieces if Eggman has the complete star back there in the core. Maybe there's 2 star pieces? Want to make a Sonic game again someday. Something where like I go really stylish with it. Like just another kind of Sonic game. Or another type of fan game. Like I miss making fan games. Original games are cool. But like, Sega's never gonna let me make a Sonic game. They should. But I want to make a Sonic game. I want to make a Mario game. I don't want to make David the Plumber. I want to make Mario. Even though I'm sure there'll be some people out there who are like, well, you know, if you make like David the Handyman, then you could do things that Mario can't do. And like, yeah, but if I just make a Mario fan game, then I can do things Mario can't do too. And then it's interesting because it's Mario doing things he doesn't normally do. Right? That's the interesting part. Is taking a character that doesn't do things and making them do them. I created Dave. I can take him out. Huh? Oh. Well, damage boost. Sonic and the Fallen Star speedrunner, folks. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. I was thinking about this earlier. I feel fine, but every now and then it feels like I'm getting a sore throat. And currently my roommate's son is sick. He's been homesick out of school 2 days in a row now. let's make a Rollo to the Rescue fan game. I was watching Rollo to the Rescue a couple nights ago on Twitch. I think it was after Fire Mountain stopped streaming, she raided someone that was playing Rollo. That was the first time I'd ever seen Rollo in motion. That game's messed up. It is so Amiga. Oh no, he's going to steal the star pieces. So is there only one star or is there two? Oh, look at this guy. Oh, look at this guy. Oh no, it's Punch Boss 2.0. And he's got command grabs. Stop it! I need those to live. Him dragging Sonic across the floor is pretty good. It just doesn't want to do the secret treasure line, does it? No, 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 no! Oh, I'm screwed. Oh, temporary invincibility saved me, and I came out with a ring somehow. This is kind of awesome. Oh, come on. Hopefully that counted. And that too. I didn't even know I could hit him out of that. Kind of sick. Is that it? Form 2?
Figure on.
Okay, good. You could do another one. Wonder if the treasure command is broken.
Treasures. Treasures from the pyramid.
One day I need to watch a lot more Scooby-Doo and get more quotes for that. That means watching Scooby-Doo. So let me get this straight. Sonic was falling from space for so long that Tails was able to fall all the way down to the Earth, get on the tornado, start the engine up, fly back into space, and catch Sonic before he died. Yeah, I kind of do need, at the very least, this shit ain't nothing to me, man. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making. Like, this wasn't like the greatest Sonic fan game ever made, but it was good enough. Enjoyed it. Did the screen go dark? Like the Wii went to sleep or something? Or is it just gonna bring the credits up over this? There is no it's no use. There should be. There's a lot of things that should be. But I feel like the sound alerts list is gigantic already. So I'm trying not to add too many more, but I also can't help it. Which is why I added
Winner,
like,
winner, chicken dinner.
Well, congratulations, you're the winner now. That is so weird.
I win! I win!
Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I don't know if we should play anything after this. I mean, a 3-hour stream is pretty short. Or what Supersonic is like. Hedgeland would be Lake Feppard's community, I believe. I wonder what Supersonic is like, but also special stages. Oh, the position of the window just changed. Like all of a sudden everything shifted down, so now I can't see the chat anymore. We could check out Tails. If it could let me level select into the game with my current emerald count, but switch to Tails, that'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah, you guys didn't get to see like this title screener. Oh, it was archived, huh? Sorry, what? Voice clips? I don't remember there being voice clips. Now my question is, if I do level select, will it still count Chaos Emeralds? How's it going? Pretty alright, I guess. We'll see. I'll try this. And if I find a Chaos Emerald entrance or a special stage entrance, we'll see if it puts me back at the one I left off on. This is a very cute tail sprite. Thing is, I don't remember where the special stage entrances are. I know there's that one that's like in that dead end. Was that in like zone 2? I think it was, right? I don't remember them being very hard to find this early on in the game. I suppose if I just play normally, I'll find one. I say as I abuse flight and just go looking around in random corners of the sky. I could see why, like, Feppard would probably want to distance himself from Hedgeland. He's like a professional game developer now. Like, did the Switch port of Spark the Electric Jester 3 come out yet? I know one was in development. I think Freak Zone Games was helping with that. It was announced, but I don't know if it ever released. So, yeah. Wonder how well that runs. Feels like something Digital Foundry should do a video on to me. I have a feeling John Linneman would probably love that game if he hasn't played it already. Because I feel like a Switch port of a game that visually complex would probably have to make compromises somewhere, being a Unity game. Like, the Spark games are probably like right on the edge of being just visually complicated enough where they might not run super well on the Switch. Come on, just give me a special stage entrance so I can check. Suppose I will play Tails like I am playing Sonic. That's how I ran into those first three. Maybe over here? Further over here? Or is this just where I came from? No, this feels like a lower path. You want me to go up here? I guess so. Let's stay on an upper path. That might behoove me. I say as it drops me down. I will say though, I am getting hungry. I might just call the stream early. You know, it's 8:30. I had planned on streaming until 9. Hey, hey, hey. Saw that. Oh, you don't. Is it close to Peepaw's bedtime? I mean, I streamed until 1 o'clock in the morning before. Unless you mean someone else. We finished the game. I'm hungry. I want to eat dinner. This looks like it reset me back to the first one, right? Because this doesn't have like the big nasty jump in it. And the ramps and the boosters and... I mean, I could just stop the stream, wolf some food down real quick, and we could play Murder of the Sonic... Not Murder of the Sonic the Hedgehog. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Which itself can't be very long. I imagine that's not any more than 3 hours long. If anyone else has played it and can give me a rough estimate of gameplay time... I'd be glad to keep going. Save Murder for another day, I suggest. Probably. But like, I don't want to close the stream out playing Fortnite, because whenever I load up Fortnite on this stream, everybody jumps ship. Nobody wants to watch me play Fortnite. I could not play Fortnite, I mean play Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. And yeah, that was just the first emerald again. That's kind of a bummer. Trying to do math in my head here. We pause it for me to eat dinner. That'd be 3 hours plus 3 hours. It'd be a 6-hour stream. That's not the worst thing in the world, right? That'd be plenty meaty. Put some kind of entertainment on while I cook. Like what? I'm not just gonna put a YouTube video on. That's someone else's content. Pause again. It'd be nice if it let me keep my emeralds. Like, come on. What am I looking at options for? I don't know.